Since the inception of 3D fighters in the video game space and realm, there was a little known game called Virtual Fighter. This was the one that started it all. That is the one who was the head first leader in 3D fighting games as we know today. Welcome guys, this is your boy Hebot coming back at you with another episode of Toys in My Closet. I am your host, and today we're going to take a look at the brand new Storm Collectibles Virtual Fighter from the Esports line, according to the box of course. None other than Akira Yuki. And this is a brand new figure in the Storm Collectible line that is based off the last iteration or entry of the Virtual Fighter series, because there hasn't really been a new one since the one that was released on the 360, which they made a remaster sort of for the PlayStation 4, which is still only available there. So as in every Storm Collectible fashion, it comes in this window box, as you see, with the figure trapped inside, with the plastic wrapping inside, protecting it. Here's a wonderful artwork of Akira Yuki. Storm Collectible in the corner. As you can see, this is the 3D rendered of the game, with the font of the Virtual Fighter game and the Esports logo, and of course in Japanese writing, Akira Yuki and Sega. Now, as we all know, or maybe you don't know, the first 3D fighter ever made, which was this Virtual Fighter, was developed by AM2 or AM3, I believe, and it was developed developed by them and published by Sega, which was the created by Yu Suzuki. And here you have a wonderful artwork in the side of the character in its promotional shot of the figure. Virtual Fighter logo there. Akira Yuki on the top. When you turn it to the back, you see some wonderful more promotional shots with the Virtual Fighter logo there, of the character there, Akira, and all the wonderful moves you can do with some of the special effects and head swapping portraits that it comes with. Storm Collectible on the side. And then again on this side, same thing this time. This picture of the figure is from the 3D rendered of the game. Akira Yuki on the top and the Virtual Fighter logo on the bottom. And on the very top of the packaging is the same symbol of Virtual Fighter, Esports, and then the bottom we have the same thing with legalese. So that's what the box looks like, guys, and that's how it is. And the same aesthetic as most Storm Collectibles, for those of you that like to keep your figures mint on card. So they continue with their same style and aesthetic. So guys, let's sit back and relax, enjoy a digital drink, and join me for the ride, and hopefully let's see what this bad boy has to offer. If he's worthy, if he's not worthy, if he's gonna be good, or if he's gonna suck in this figure unboxing and review. Please, I hope you enjoy the ride and stay with me to check it out. So, I'll see you guys real soon in a blink of an eye. Okay guys, here we have Akira Yuki out of packaging and in all of his action figure glory. And he looks pretty much what he's supposed to look like Akira, but he looks pretty spectacular. If I do say so myself. Storm Collectible has really delivered, like they do with everything they do basically. Here's his portrait, starting with his, face and his structure. He has the scar there, the eyes that he has, dawning eyes, the nice flowy hair that lifts up, really well sculpted, as you can see. It goes around. The peg hole there is for the bandana that goes around. He has that very Akira look with a nice stern, looks in his face with the little bit of light pink coloring on his lips. And then we're going down to his, chest opening area with the gi which is all white. Very simple looking character. He was always designed to be very simple. You know, he has the black straps there on the wristband of his wrist. And the gi is going down with the texture really well done. And there's a nice soft material with this nice wash on it of like gray or black, with the belt looking really realistic looking, if you see. With the beautiful, beautiful writing and inscriptions there, as you can see on both sides with the lines there. That means that line indicates that he's a black belt 4 times over. 4 times over. So that's what that means. Maybe even 5, because you got to include the belt he has on already as is. This is how he looks like in the back. Muscle definition is really nicely done. Not too overly oversprayed. Just a nice enough amount of highlights to make it look and pop and stand out. Going down to the legs again. Really nicely done with the wrapping in his foot. And even the toenails look really, really well painted and done. And that's pretty much it. He's very simple, very, very simple. But that's what the character looks like. That's what Akira always looked like. So that's as far as what he looks like. In his aesthetic, his paint job, I think they did a really good job. And he looks really, really great. So what we'll do now is we'll pan back just a little bit, like so, and we'll take a quick look at his accessories, right? Which is always fun. Now, the only thing that's kind of sad is that Akira really doesn't have no weapons. He fights straight up. He's a brawler. He counter combats. That's his style, almost like Aikido. Everything he does, he uses your force, your own force, and your own style against you. That's his style of fighting, of Kung Fu and Karate. So, basically, he just has a lot of different hand displays when he does his gestures. So, here's one right here as it is, which is one of his most traditional ones when he has the hands wide open. And he goes, woof. That's what he does in the game. He has that. And then he has another set that's also open, but a little bit more rounded, more, I guess, rounded, and the edges looks more round, as you can see. Almost like a cup, like he's gonna hold on to something. Then he has the 2 that come with him, which are the fisticuffs. And he has these here in the tiger, I believe, cobra tiger stance, which he does also in the game. And then he has these here as well, which are the regular Kung Fu karate chopping style hands, right? So that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the one he has on 5 sets of hands, 10 hands altogether. Then he has 3 of these straps, which are the bandana that goes in the back of his head. Now, I don't know if they just gave you extra so in case you lose it, because these all look exactly the same to me. Out of packaging. I think they just gave you extra in case you lose one. You always have one to back you up, but they look the same. And that's basically what he comes with as far as the bandanas and the straps. Then he has this nice effect piece rounded that looks like fire coming out of his hands, or a blast. That's to give you the illusion of the high impact punch when he goes woof, like he'll hit woof and it hits people in the chest. Then he brings 2 extra portraits, which you see I have here in the headstands. This one looks really cool when he has the mouth open. when he does his frown, and you see the scar, it looks like it's bleeding. Nose looks really nice and defined. Really well done, the paintwork. And then the last portrait here is one where he's kind of yelling, but you see his teeth and the inside of the mouth a lot better. And it's a little bit more pronounced. He's kind of like screaming, as opposed to just kind of opening his mouth. But it looks really good. So that's what he, basically brings as far as accessories. So not really mind-blowing, and especially for the price that you pay for Storm Collectible, because this is still a premium figure. It goes for about, I believe it was $90, and with the tax and everything it comes out to like $120 with the shipping and whatnot, because this is one of the last few figures that you're getting directly from Storm Collectible here in the US, because their main provider now and distributor for the US area in the United States is Big Bad Toy Store. In case you guys don't know, my last figure with them would be the Ken and Eagle Gotcha Man, which I can't wait, but that's just to give you guys a little insight in case you didn't know. So we can take a quick pause and take a look at his articulation next. So here we are. I changed the head portrait, and you see I put in his bandana that goes from the back to the front. And as you can see, I have the mouth open portrait. So as far as the articulation goes, his head does go left and right, and it does look down that much. It does look up a significant amount, because it has a double ball peg that goes in here, and this piece for the body is actually made out of like a nice plastic rubber to give you a realistic look when you're moving it. So as you can see, he also has a nice tilt, and when you tilt it, the whole body moves with it to give you the illusion that it's like real skin and not just an action figure. So with the shoulders, we do have the butterfly joint, which is really well done, 180 degrees. Bicep swivel, his arm goes up that much. Then he does have the double on the elbow as you go there. He does have rotation on his wrist, and it goes in and out with the ball peg, which is being hidden real well by the wrist bands that he has on that are black. Then you have a waist swivel, really smooth and well done. And he has the torso articulation inside the skin, or the endoskin rubber piece, so he can go forward this much, like so, and then he can go and hyperextend back that much. Plus, I believe it gives you also the ability to have left and right tilt. As you can see, that I can pose them, and it's kind of a little bit scary when you're not used to using them or handling Storm collectible figures, because it feels like you can possibly break it, but they don't break like that. They're really well done, and they're pretty good. Then he has the actual thigh swivel, the double on the knee, but can only go up that much. Then you can split right down the middle and do a Van Damme split, as you can see. Almost perfect. You can pick up that much forward, which is really good, the range. And you can kick back about that much. Give or take. Maybe even a little bit more. And then of course on his foot, very simple, he has forward motion. It goes that much up, like that. It goes back about that much. He does have a rocker. And the toe articulation right there, which I don't know if it really needs it, but it has it. So it's better to have it than not to have it. That's the way I see it. So that is as far as his articulation goes. Really good amount of range, and I think it's going to work really well. So next I'll just put him in a quick little pose with one of his effects, just so you can have an idea what he looks like. So here is one pose that he does in the game, and there's the effect, and that's how it's supposed to look like. Really cool looking. Here's another actual kick pose he does in the game, which looks a lot more dynamic, and it holds really well, even on the one foot. And here's another one of his iconic poses, where you see him with his fist up in front of him and back in that stance. Very, very classic look. And, you know, really majestic looking, if you ask me, in my personal opinion. And here is Akira doing his most classic move ever. This is his signature move, where he does the two-handed palms facing forward to the chest, where he pretty much breaks whoever is in front of him's chest open like there's no tomorrow. So the posability and the range of what you get with the figure is really, really good. And a lot of fun if you have the patience, obviously. So now, let's take a look at maybe some comparisons. Okay guys, here we go. How can we not start this comparison without the originals? These are my Figma Virtual Fighter 1 Pixel Style Akira and Sarah. And as you can see, they look fantastic. Even next to this new Akira from some collectibles, because they're stylized, of course, to make it look like the pixels and polygons rather. The polygons that when it first started in the 3D realm, with Akira there, as you can see, and Sarah, as you can see. Hopefully we'll have some other beautiful and wonderful fighters from Storm, from Virtual Fighter, next to Akira as time goes on. So this is how we're going to start it off, and I think it's a great way to start. So here we have the iconic characters in some of Sega's portfolio, right? We have Beat from Jet Set Radio. We have Ooh La La from Space Channel 5. Next to Akira, and you can see this was pretty cool, having these Sega iconic characters made into plastic form all these years later. It's absolutely fantastic. So we're moving right along, and here we have them next to other video game iconic characters. Ryu Hayabusa, this is from NECA, from the Ninja Gaiden series, one of my all-time favorite series of all time. And another classic that is actually an incredible game as well, from the developers that did Callisto Protocol, none other than Dante himself from Dante's Inferno. And there's also a NECA figure, which I don't know why NECA stopped making figures for video games. Don't ask me, I have no clue, but they were making some fantastic stuff back like 20, 15 years ago. So we'll do a couple more. Let's move right along. And of course, we have to have a comparison with other great iconic Sega characters that have been brought to life in plastic form by Stone Collectibles. This is the Stone Collectible Gilead's Tyrus from Golden Axe, and obviously Actual Stone from Streets of Rage 4, which Adam is coming out soon, and I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully he'll be pretty badass as well once he's released. Okay guys, there you have it. There is my unboxing and review for the brand new Storm Collectibles Virtual Fighter. This is the Esports edition according to the box, right? Akira Yuki. Excellent figure, really good quality, really great representation, great paint application, good portrait and likeness to the original Akira character, especially in the Virtual Fighter 5 game. This just makes me excited to want more Virtual Fighter figures in the future of the same quality and magnitude from Storm Collectibles. Obviously, you know, keeping in mind that they are a premium product and that they're not cheap. They go for at least $70, $80, or even $90, and sometimes even more, depending on how much accessories they bring. So I'm really happy with the results of this figure. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know if you picked it up as well, or if you didn't know he was coming out and are going to pick it up now because you saw the review, or are, you know, interested in picking them up because of my review. It's always good for great figure conversation. As always, guys, you can find me on my YouTube channel here. Sorry for being away for a while. There's just a lot going on with my family and myself because we moved and some other stuff. Plus, it's the holidays. You know, you gotta prioritize other things other than just yourself in this YouTube thing. Always, you can find me in any social media outlets and platforms that's down in the description below, and you can always find any way to communicate with me through DMs, or if you want to help me out in any way, shape, or form because you like what I do, you enjoy my content, you want to help me out and help me just, you know, get more better quality content like this on a continuous level. There is a way to do so. It's down in the description as well with my Patreon and my PayPal information. It's not mandatory. It's only if you want to. And you know, obviously, if you ever want to maybe donate something to the channel that you want me to highlight or you want me to showcase, it would be an honor for me to do so. I would be more than grateful and humble to do so. Again, just hit me up in the social media platforms on DMs, and we'll work out the particulars. Guys, this has been a great, fun showcase piece. It's your boy, Hebot, and your host. This has been another episode of Toys in My Closet. I hope you guys enjoy. Keep collecting and be careful and be considerate to others while doing so in these trying times. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right? Bye-bye.